Have you ever drizzled that golden, sticky honey over your toast and wondered, where does this stuff actually come from? I mean, we all know it's from bees, but how do they do it? It's a process that's way more fascinating than you might think. Let's dive into the incredible world of bees and uncover the secrets behind how honey is made. It all starts with a single bee, a forager bee leaving the hive on a mission. And this isn't just a casual flight, these bees are on a serious hunt for nectar. Nectar is a sugary liquid produced by flowers to attract pollinators like our little bee friends. The forager bee flies from flower to flower, sometimes visiting hundreds or even thousands of them on a single trip. Using its long tube-like tongue called a proboscis, it sips up the nectar and stores it in a special stomach called a honey stomach, or crop. This isn't their regular stomach for digestion. Think of it more like a dedicated nectar-carrying suitcase. Once her honey stomach is full, which can weigh almost as much as she does, the forager bee flies back to the hive. Now this is where the real magic begins. She doesn't just dump the nectar somewhere. Instead, she finds a hive bee or a processor bee and passes the nectar to her. How? Mouth to mouth. Yep. She regurgitates the nectar, and the hive bee takes it. This process is called trophallaxis. And it's a crucial step. Inside the hive bee's mouth and honey stomach, special enzymes are mixed with the nectar. One of the most important enzymes is invertase. This enzyme starts breaking down the complex sugars in the nectar, primarily sucrose, into simpler sugars, glucose and fructose. This is a key part of the transformation from nectar into honey, but it doesn't stop there. This nectar enzyme mixture gets passed from one hive bee to another, mouth to mouth, sometimes for up to 20 minutes. With each transfer, more enzymes are added, and the water content of the nectar starts to decrease after this chain of bee to bee transfers. The partially converted nectar is deposited into a honeycomb cell. The honeycomb itself is a marvel of engineering, a structure made of wax produced by the bees. But the substance in the cells is still not honey, it's too watery. With about 70% water content, if left like this, it would ferment and spoil. So, the bees need to dry it out. How do they do that? They fan it with their wings. Thousands of bees work together, beating their wings at incredible speeds to create a constant airflow throughout the hive. This creates a warm, dry breeze that evaporates the excess water from the nectar in the honeycomb cells. It's like a highly efficient, bee-powered dehydration system. They work tirelessly day and night until the water content of the nectar drops to about 17 to 18%. This low water content is one of the reasons honey is so resistant to bacteria and can last for so long. Once the nectar has reached the perfect consistency, it's officially honey. To protect their precious food source, the bees seal the honeycomb cell with a wax cap. This cap keeps the honey clean and safe, preserving it for when they need it, especially during the cold winter months when there are no flowers to forage. Think of the honeycomb as their pantry fully stocked for the future. And that's the journey of honey, from a tiny drop of flower nectar to the delicious, sweet treat we know and love. It's an amazing process of collection, transformation, and teamwork. A single honeybee produces only about 1/12 of a teaspoon of honey in its entire lifetime. So, the next time you enjoy a spoonful of honey, remember the incredible amount of work that went into it. It's a testament to the hard work and cooperation of an entire colony. But why do bees make honey in the first place? It's not for us, that's for sure. Honey's their food. It's a concentrated energy source, packed with sugars that fuel their daily activities, like flying, building the hive, and raising their young, during the winter or when nectar is scarce. The honey stores are what keep the colony alive. It's their survival fuel. So, when beekeepers harvest honey, they are essentially taking the bees' surplus food A responsible beekeeper will always make sure to leave enough honey for the bees to survive the winter. They might harvest in the spring or summer when nectar is plentiful, taking only the excess that the bees won't need. It's a partnership that has existed between humans and bees for thousands of years. The color, flavor, and aroma of honey can vary dramatically. This all depends on the type of flowers the bees visited. For example, honey from clover has a very light color and mild taste. Honey from buckwheat flowers is dark, robust, and has a strong, malty flavor. Lavender honey has a delicate floral scent, while Manuka honey from New Zealand has unique properties and a distinct taste. Each jar of honey is a snapshot of the landscape and the specific plants that were in bloom at a particular time. It's like a taste of a season in a specific place. The journey of honey is a beautiful example of nature's efficiency and complexity. It involves botany, chemistry, and incredible social behavior. From the solitary flight of a forager to the collective effort of fanning wings in the hive, every step is precise and purposeful. The result is not just a sweet substance, but a supersaturated solution of sugars that has antibacterial properties and an almost indefinite shelf life. Archaeologists have even found pots of honey in ancient Egyptian tombs that are thousands of years old and still perfectly edible. So, the next time you see a bee buzzing around a flower, take a moment to appreciate the incredible work it's doing. It is the first step in a long and complex process that gives us one of nature's most delicious and remarkable products. The story of honey is a story of nature, hard work, and the amazing world of bees. Thanks for joining me on this sweet journey into the beehive. If you found this as fascinating as I do, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more amazing stories from the natural world. See you in the next video.